Well, the centre is set to introduce 15 bills in the upcoming winter parliament session, which will commence on November 25th and run till December 20th. The legislation includes the Waqf Law Amendment Bill and 5 other legislations. The Waqf Amendment Bill is scheduled for consideration and passage once the joint parliament of both houses submit its report to the Lok Sabha. Meanwhile, the Joint Parliamentary Committee has been asked by the Lok Sabha to submit its report on the last day of the first week of Parliament's winter session. Meanwhile, JPC Chief Jagdambika Pal has made it clear that the bill report is ready and soon the committee will give out data for clause by clause discussion on its recommendation. We of course know that there's a winter parliament session. It is going to commence on November 25th, but let's also give you an understanding on the bill. See, there are 15 bills, but the one that is being looked out for the most in the winter parliament session is that of the Waqf Amendment Bill of 2024. Taking you through the details on that front, it proposes over 40 changes to the Waqf Act 1995, including representation for Muslim women and non-Muslims. So that's of course the first part of the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024. It aims to reduce Waqf board's powers to claim properties as Waqf without verification. And the second point that has been labelled very clearly in this bill, number 3, introduces district collectors to resolve Waqf related disputes and verify ownership. So again, these are the details that we have over here for you as far as the Waqf Amendment Bill is concerned. Proposes a separate board of Aqwaf for Boras and in fact with broader community representation. So of course they're also talking about how there should be there should be a broadening of the community and their representation, streamlined Waqf registration through a central database with notices. So making it clear, putting it out there that there need to be notices that need to be put in order to have much more clarity on that front. Seeks to enhance transparency and ensure mandatory inclusion of women in Waqf board. Again, as I was saying, they're making it abundantly clear that the word transparency should be there. It should in fact be there as well. Registered Waqf properties, just to give you an understanding on the Waqf properties, how many are there? So back in 2009 there were 3 lakh Waqf properties, and they have in fact it's more than double at this point of time. In 2024 there are 8,72,292 Waqf properties that have been registered. So we of course see over there how the number has more than doubled at this point of time. Where of course we were talking about how 8.7 lakh properties are there. Of that, this in fact totals to 9.4 lakh hectares of the total land that has been covered by Waqf properties. The land area is what we're talking about. Just to give you more clarity on that front, Waqf states 3,56,031 immovable properties, I beg your pardon, are 8.72 lakh, but movable properties are 16,173. So again, we see of course details that are coming out as far as the registered Waqf properties are concerned. Remember viewers, the bills are now going to be tabled starting 25th November. Now all eyes are of course on the Waqf bill. What is going to happen, whether this bill is going to be passed or not, is of course the big question that has been asked. Sanjay, my colleague, joins us on the broadcast to give us more on this. Sanjay, if you could take our viewers through the details that are coming in. We know 15 bills are going to be tabled. The one that everyone's eyeing on is the Waqf bill. What are the details?
देखिए, मंडे यानी कि 25 तारीख से पार्लियामेंट का शीतकालीन सत्र शुरू होने जा रहा है, जिसमें लगभग सरकार 15 बिलों को पारित कराना चाहती है। सबसे बड़ी बात, सबसे बड़ा बिल है, इसके बारे में कहा जा रहा है, वो है वक्फ बिल अमेंडमेंट 2024 जो बिल है, इसको लेकर के सरकार इस बिल को पेश करने वाली है और साथ ही साथ इसको पास भी कराने चाहती है। तो बिल तो पिछले सेशन में पेश हो चुका था, उसको लेकर के उस पर जेपीसी का गठन किया गया था। जेपीसी की अब तक 25 से ज्यादा बैठकें हो चुकी हैं, लगभग 8 से 10 शहरों में जेपीसी की टीम के दौरे हो चुके हैं, लगभग लाखों की संख्या में सुझाव आ चुके हैं वक्त बिल पर अमेंडमेंट के, और इन सब बिलों को लेकर के इन सब अमेंडमेंट को लेकर के जेपीसी अपनी रिपोर्ट 29 तारीख को जगदम्बिका पाल जो उसके चेयरमैन है 29 तारीख 29 नवंबर को पार्लियामेंट की टेबल पर ये रिपोर्ट पेश कर देंगे। उसके बाद केंद्र सरकार वक्फ बिल को इसी पार्लियामेंट के सेशन में पास भी कराने की कोशिश करेगी। जहां तक दूसरे बिलों की बात है तो पंजाब कोर्ट अमेंडमेंट बिल भी आने वाला है, मर्चेंट बिल भी आने वाला है, शिपिंग बिल भी आने वाला है। तो कई सारे लगभग 15 बिल ऐसे होंगे जिनको सरकार इस संसद सत्र में इस विंटर सेशन में पास कराना चाहती है। जहां तक बात है वक्फ बिल की, तो इस पर जो जेपीसी बनी थी उसकी 25 बैठकों के बाद भी अपोजिशन के जो सदस्य हैं, मेंबर्स हैं, उनका ये आरोप है कि उनको अभी तक पर्याप्त मौका नहीं दिया गया, उनके जवाब नहीं सुने गए। लिहाजा जेपीसी का कार्यकाल और बढ़ाया जाए। मंडे सोमवार को जब पार्लियामेंट सेशन शुरू होगा तो 25 तारीख की सुबह 10:30 बजे स्पीकर ओम बिरला से मिलने जाएंगे जेपीसी के अपोजिशन पार्टीज के मेंबर्स और जेपीसी का कार्यकाल बढ़ाने की मांग करेंगे। उनका यह आरोप है कि अभी भी जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर हैं सभी को पूरा सुनवाई का मौका नहीं दिया गया और उनकी बातें अभी तक पूरी तरह सुनी नहीं गई है।
All right. Sanjay, thank you so much for sharing all those details with us. Meanwhile, joining us at this point of time is Mr. Chandra Mishra, political analyst. So thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. All eyes are now on the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024. Again, there are a host of bills that are going to be tabled. There are 15 in total is the understanding that we have at this point of time. How do you view the bill being tabled and what are your expectations?
See, overall the situation is like that. This winter session is going to be the hottest session of Parliament. There is Adani, there is Maharashtra, and there is Waqf. The Maharashtra election results will be out by 23rd, tomorrow, and on 25th, the session is there. So it will be a politically surcharged session. Everybody knows it. And Adani issue, specifically where the opposition is linking Adani and the matters of Adani to the Prime Minister, it will definitely have the most roaring time there in the Parliament. But everybody has the agenda, government has its agenda, opposition has its agenda. But beyond that, the nation has also certain agendas. Parliament is not for politics. Parliament is the highest policy-making body of the nation, of the country. So people expect something. Let me give you one example. In every election, even recently there in Maharashtra, all the political parties, they promised about, say, employment. But where is employment policy of India? Everybody is talking about employment or unemployment. But there is no employment policy in India till date to ensure better future or secure career of the youth. Like this, so many issues are there. Those things, the Parliament should also take up constructive issues, rising beyond party politics. Rajniti nahi, Rozgar Niti, that is the slogan of the youth. And the parliamentarians must listen to it, not only during the elections, just to give the promises or to oppose somebody or to support somebody. Beyond this opposition and support, there is also a larger agenda that involves the future of 27% of the youth voters. They are the kingmakers of India. So that's the earnest request to the parliamentarians. They should rise beyond party politics and simultaneously, besides all these issues or all these agendas, I am not trying to say downplay it, but beyond that also, there is age-old problem of India that is called unemployment. And 27% of your electorate in the 18 to 29 age group, they are expecting this time our parliamentarians to bridge the gap, to come together, to rise above party politics and decide one result-oriented employment policy for India. That is the question of everybody's earning the economic opportunities and to bridge the gap between that uneven economic growth, where 1% of our population, they control more than 60% of nation's wealth, and 50% of our nation's population, they simply struggle for the 13% of nation's wealth. That disparity of income, that disparity of the wealth distribution system, That can only be addressed through a proper employment policy which will ensure productive, constructive and remunerative work for each and every capable youth. This is the nation's agenda, this is the people's agenda or the youth agenda, and the parliamentarians should address to it.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.